As an air show performer, Michael continues to redefine what is possible in the air. His ability to push the limits while adhering to strict safety standards has earned Michael the reputation of being a true professional in his field. He's one of only a select few to have received all three of the air show industry's highest awards. Airshow fans, it's been my privilege to present to you Michael Goodyear.
And the people put the people down on this side a little bit more. They show a big old hammer. Big old loop-de-loop.
Well, that was pretty good looking boots there.
Your number 3 pilot friend Cheryl is bank split. Today's split is dedicated to She earned her private pilot certificate in 2017 and added her instrument commercial multi-engine and commercial seaplane rating over the course of a year. Before aerobatics, she developed a passion for mountain and backcountry flying throughout the western United States. After she discovered aerobatics in 2019, she immediately fell in love with the precision, discipline, and challenge of competition flying. She's competed in more than 20 aerobatic contests, winning She is the 2023 U.S. National Advanced Aerobatic Champion, the second woman ever to earn the title, and the first in more than 30 years. She earned 3 world records, advanced aerobatics, including an individual silver medal. Rick now competes at the highest level of the sport as a member welcome in for the very first time performing here, ladies and gentlemen, Britt Lincoln. With an incredible power-to-weight ratio, the symmetrical wing, the extra bond. Our wingsuiters today, Sean McCormick is a multi-time U.S. national champion, X Games medalist, world record setter in sky surfing, and he continues to be drawn to breaking creative boundaries through performance with Red Bull. Here we go, Sean's out first, followed up by Mike Brewer in the wingsuits coming down right now. Mike Brewer is a Red Bull Air Force athlete and one of the world's top wingsuit and skydiving competitors. He was a 2024 Team Speed Skydiving World Champion, and we are going to see exactly why. Coming through right now in the wingsuit, smoke on, zipping out of the wingsuit. They have to be able to zip out of it in order to deploy their parachute. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Red Bull Air Force. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they can hear you, so let's make some noise. And right behind Sean McCormick and Mike Brewer is Jeff Provenzano and Amy Shamalecki. Jeff is a pioneer of high-speed skydiving discipline. Swooping is like driving a Ferrari out of a parachute. Our skydivers, give them a round of applause. This is Red Bull Air Force. And we're going to keep the action going. I have a special shout out. Aaron Fitzgerald ran up.
show right. Look at that big, beautiful red biplane diving in.
So yeah, Aviation, we're excited to be back here. Obviously with the blimp that's a lot newer than the one we had 55 years ago. And we're coming in and we're going to try and just show you some of the new technology on it and what it allows us to do. So at the moment we've got Captain Michael Goodyear up there, and he's busy doing what we call the roller coaster, also known as the NASA Zero-G Paratrooper. With the aft engine on that, we're able to reverse the thrust of those aft props, which is allowing him to have the maneuverability he has to pitch the airship up and down like that.
That was something I learned earlier today was talking to Dow. There's an engine limit.
Yeah, we have 3 light movements on that.
So how hard is that? I had some experience with riding in the original with the control wheel. You actually have a yoke. So how is it different than
Yes, so these new airships, it's all fly-by-wire, so there's still a lot of movement going in over there. You can see that the aft engine is swiveled down to 90 degrees at the moment, so he's getting a lot of control input, which is then controlling the pitch of the aft propeller, which is allowing him for the pitch. So he's going to be coming in over here right now, finishing down with the dive.
you have 3 airships in?
Yeah, that's correct. We have 3, one of them based in California, one in Florida, and this one over here is actually the one from Ohio. And then currently we've got what's is a high alpha, which would normally for an aircraft be a high power maneuver, but over here we just pitch it up and we allow the wind to do all the work blowing us down.
Watch the screamers together. Now, Jeff has to
disposable cash just wasn't there, so they had to make rents. Hey, Mr. Farmer, hey, I know I'm already bothering you for using the hay field for my runway, but mind if I go ahead and maybe camp in your hay loft here for a day or two until the weather gets better? I'll put together people. That's the first farm store we came to play. It's time that aviation was new, and it's a romantic time in aviation. She had over 40 miles in 25 absolute captain on everything from the Boeing 727 to the down Douglas MD-80, the 757, 67, the 777, and finishing her career as a 787 international captain. Something truly special in the air. Of course, she wants to give a great big shout out to the great folks at Concord Battery who give that big 985 cubic inch Pratt Whitney radial engine spinner here. Reliable power from Concord Batteries. And of course, by Phillips 66. Phillips 66. Plus the tree runs in it. Palmer trip. Started flying back in 1942. What is so brand spanking new in the United States Army Air Force. Steve, the parachutes that we're going to see, as you mentioned earlier, are round. They are not the steerable round canopies that you saw earlier from the Golden Knight. So watch for that. Once they're under canopy, they're pretty much at the mercy of the wind. I want you to also watch when they land. They are not able to flare like you can with the other kind of parachute. And there they come, ladies and gentlemen. We have jumpers away. Watch for that tucking when they touch down. Looks like Captain Ships. Steve, this entire team is based out of Frederick, Oklahoma. And like you said, their goal is to accurately recreate Wisconsin.
It certainly is. Each paratrooper is carrying a photo of Glenn Derber. He was a World War II.
Rusty, I was just looking at my phone earlier today, and I saw a picture of you and I last year on this very stage. It was really a lot.
Oh yeah, it is a beautiful plane. It looks a little familiar, folks. That's one of Sean Tucker's famous freaks that he has entertained to hundreds of thousands of people throughout the USA. It's been in the shed for a little while, boys and girls, and Paul Bennett Airshows have acquired that aircraft, and now we base it here stateside. You'll be seeing more from the man from down under. He's a beautiful machine. We got the smoke on. Get ready, boys and girls, as Paul Bennett will come back to Air Center with the most wicked spiral dive you've ever seen. See if you can count. Now, sets up with a gut-wrenching centrifuge like no other on the planet. How good does this plane look in the northern hemisphere sky? We love flying in the US of A, entertaining the thousands. Now for the first time, here on Saturday, Paul will go vertical, straight to the sky, showing that beautiful Lycoming motor. When you get to the top, they give you a couple of crazy snack rolls. Angle, a couple rolls in there, showing his precision in flight. But how good is this aeroplane? Watch this, folks. You won't see a front flip any tighter. Come on, Oshkosh, make some noise! The man from down under is lighting up the skies. You've all seen the hammerhead, but have you seen a Hartzell propeller double down hammerhead? Here we go. Oh yeah, you can get loud with this bro. in Brussels, US 624, follow muscle.
Precision teamwork. The Royal Air Force Aerobatic team. As the team ease up and come round to the right, they're led by Wing Commander John Bond, known as Bondy or Boss. Bondy's in his 8th season flying display aerobatics with the Red Arrows, making him one of the most experienced display pilots we've had. Sitting just 8 feet away on his right-hand side is Flight Lieutenant Rob Thomas. Rob's in his 2nd year with the team and is a former Eurofighter Typhoon pilot and is operated overseas in Saudi Arabia flying the Hawk T-165. As the jets sweep in from the right-hand side and the smoke comes on shortly, the aim in the first half of the show is for all 7 aircraft to operate as one. The team do this by listening to the commands from the team leader. Off the left-hand side of the boss is Flight Lieutenant Andy McEwen, and he's one of 2 members of the team who've operated on exchange with the United States military. He spent 3 years flying the Aviation with the United States Marine Corps before returning to the UK to fly the F-35. The wings have swept back now into a shape that we like to think reminisces us of Concorde. Reds 4 and 5 dynamically roll back to set up the shape of Eagle. T1 aircraft have been in service since 1976, unlike the modern Eurofighter Typhoon and F-35, have none of the associated support or electronic flight controls. So any of the maneuvers you see today are all being flown manually by the pilots, and any of those changes in aerodynamics and G-forces are being managed through the control column. As Red 7 slides back into our longest shape, he's approximately 180 feet behind the team leader. Wherever they are in formation, they're all taking their visual cues from the boss. Coming in from the front now with a splash of colour, this is Blackbird. The team are flying our rolling demonstration today with the cloud base and the gaps as we see them. Keep watching the aircraft now as the shape morphs forward into what is our widest shape for this year. Nearly 300 feet across, Red 6 and 7 are right on the outsides. They're setting up to fly one of the most technically challenging parts of the first half of the show, and anybody who's flying formation will know how challenging this is. The maneuvers and the inputs required are honed over 6 months of winter training. They're now going to barrel roll all 7 aircraft with the colour coming on through the vertical. Formation in the 7-ship rollback. The abort call from Dusty lets the team leader know that the aircraft are rolling around the height. 6. What a